Welcome back to When Harry Met Board Games, where we feed our people with relatable content, and our victory condition is your satisfaction. I'm Harry, and today we have another episode of Huge Board Game Haul Special Delivery. I'm always so excited about these, and I'm sure you are as well. Let's get straight to it. Let's unbox and open some packages here. So first, let's start with this one, courtesy of Amazon Prime here. Alrighties. And let's see what we have here. We've got Rajas of the Ganges, designed by Inca and Marcus Brand, and published by Hutch Games and R&R Games Incorporated. This is an Indian-themed game with a beautiful board and some very cool, interesting dice placement type of mechanisms and a really cool, innovative scoring track. I've been interested in the game a long time. I have a great appreciation for the brand couple and their game designs. This here is for 2 to 4 players. Estimated time is 45 to 75 minutes. My wife loves Indian-themed games. She went to India about 10, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. It's been a while now, actually. And so yeah, she always loves a game that brings her back to that place and that time in her life. And again, this is a very beautiful, gorgeous board. So I am very interested and excited about getting this game to the table. So we are off to a big start with Rajas of the Ganges. And now here in this box, this is not from Amazon Prime. This is from a Board Game Geek user. I bought this game on the Geek Market on BoardGameGeek.com. This game is a used game that is out of print. And quite often, I like to venture into these games when I find a reasonable price online. And I found a really good price. I believe it was like 25 bucks for a game that had only been played one time. So let's see what we have here. We've got Arkham Horror. This is the second edition, designed by Richard Launius and Kevin Wilson, published by Fantasy Flight Games. This is the second edition, not to be confused with the third edition, which I also purchased some time ago. I've been having a really good time with Eldritch Horror, and I figured, hey, you know what? Let me get Arkham Horror, let me play it, and maybe even do a comparison video on the channel sometime in the future, like I did with my Roombound games. If you haven't checked out that video, do yourself a favor. Check out the Roombound 2nd edition compared to Roombound 3rd edition video I published some time ago. So, the end is near. The year is 1926. The place is Arkham, Massachusetts. Gateways to places horrible beyond imagination are opening up all over the town, releasing hideous creatures into the streets to stalk the night. So this is a Cthulhu Mythos, H.P. Lovecraftian themed board game. And this was the original to Eldritch Horror. As I mentioned, I've been enjoying that game. But this has a more localized venue. You're just focusing on Arkham, while Eldritch Horror, you're globetrotting across the world. And also, I've heard that the story, implementation, and feel of this game surpasses that of Eldritch Horror, although the mechanisms are not quite as streamlined. So I am curious about trying this out and seeing what it has to offer. All right, so let's see what's inside this one here. Okay, here we go. Wow, this is heavy. We've got Near and Far by Ryan Lockett and Red Raven Games. Okay, so let's see. Search for a lost city in a strange and wonderful world of ruins. This is the sequel to the Above and Below game. 2 to 4 players. Recommended age of 13 and over. Estimated game length is 90 to 120 minutes. Of course, the game design and the illustration was by Ryan Lockett, and he's also one of the writers as well. So this is really, really neat, really, really heavy. Looking forward to this. All right, let's see what else we've got here. And we still have much more packages to open up, so please do not click away. You heard me, do not click away. Stay with me. Let's see what we have here. We have Tiny Epic Defenders, a fantasy cooperative game by Scott Alms and published by Gamelin Games. This is, let's see, easy entry, high strategy, low downtime, short playtime, high replayability, and a small box, of course. Players 1 through 4, time is about 30 minutes. And is a recommended age of 14. This is cool. I'm a big fan of the Tiny Epic series. I've enjoyed the 4 different Tiny Epic games I've played so far, and this is the next one on my queue to play. Tiny Epic Defenders. Excited about that one. Let's see what else we have here. Alrighty. Here we've got Keyforge Worlds Collide 2-player starter set. Keyforge is a 2-player tactical card game designed by Richard Garfield of Magic the Gathering fame. I already have the base set, the Age of Ascension box, and now I'm getting the Worlds Collide box, and I have a bunch of booster packs in each of the different sets here, right? So, cool. Excited about adding that. Let's see what else we have here. All right, come on. All right. Here we have, Legendary Revelations, an expansion to the Marvel deck building game. It's been a while since I've got an expansion for this game, but I'm excited about this one here because finally 3 characters, and they made sure to include them in the cover, that people, Marvel fans, have been clamoring for years. So why don't we have a set with a hero character for War Machine, Quicksilver, and the Scarlet Witch, with all the characters, sometimes random, insignificant ones, and these 3 characters had not been in any set prior to this, so I am super excited about this small expansion, which is not so small because it has 200 playable cards, as opposed to the typical other small expansion for Marvel Legendary. I'm a huge Marvel Legendary fan, guys, by the way. Alright, so, let's see here. Let us see what else we have over here. Alrighty. Woo! Eldritch Horror, Cities in Ruin expansion. I just spoke about Arkham Horror, and now here we have Eldritch Horror, an expansion for this game. Again, I've been having a good time playing Eldritch Horror. I might not end up getting all the big box expansions, but I figure maybe some of the small box expansions will be a helpful addition to my collection. The human age is ending. Ooh, that sounds really gloomy. All right, let's see what we have over here. Ooh, Clank, the Mummy's Curse. So this is an expansion to Clank. It adds another double-sided board with some new cards for this particular scenario. It's a Egyptian themed dungeon scenario. Really cool and excited about this. Clank is one of my favorite deck builders. I've been playing it with my nephews as of late and enjoy playing it multiplayer more than I did playing it just 2 players. And yeah, just wanted to have some additional content and variety for when we play Clank, the Mummy's Curse. And then finally, the last package for today's episode of Huge Board Game Haul is yet another small, nice and cute little box here. Some of you may have guessed what's in here. And it is none other than Unabridged, an expansion for paperback. So I guess the theme for today's episode is Cthulhu and deck building, right? We had Arkham Horror, an expansion for Eldritch Horror, and then we have Clank, the Mummy's Curse expansion. We have Legendary Revelations, the expansion, and then finally here we have an expansion for paperback, which is yet again one of my favorite deck building games. I feel that the base game alone comes with a good amount of content, but I'm curious to see what the Unabridged expansion adds to the mix. And that is it, folks. Thank you for watching. Click on one of the videos on the screen right now. If you're seeing it, it's because YouTube thinks that you would like them. And also feel free to check the description for a link to my Patreon account if you're curious as to how you can support the channel and be more involved in the creative process. You could also check out the different tiers that are available and the benefits that correspond to them. Thank you so much. This is Harry saying take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have fun gaming. Bye-bye.